Hey guys, it's Sukanya. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been months since I posted a video, and this video that I'm actually going to do today is long overdue, like so overdue. But anyways, today's video is actually going to be about it's a Q&A. So last year, because today is actually January 10th, last year November 25th to be exact, I posted a question on my Instagram. One other question, I opened up the question option for people to ask me questions that they would like me to answer as a flight attendant, or just like, you know, questions that I do get asked on the daily. So I know my last flight attendant video, was about why I became a flight attendant. So today I'm actually going to, I have my phone because I screenshotted the questions, so I'll be reading them and answering them, and also saying who they're from. So majority of these questions are actually from the same person, which was great. These questions are questions that I am asked daily, like I said, so it's a perfect opportunity to answer them for all those people that probably wanted to ask me but didn't. Anyways, so the first question is this the first question? The first question is actually from one of my friends, and she's on YouTube too, and I love her videos. She's been doing great. Chanel Gale, if you guys aren't familiar, make sure you check out her YouTube. It's actually Chanel Gale. She's been posting a lot of travel vlogs so far. She's posted 2 and they are amazing. Love them. This question is from her. She said, "You're not afraid of turbulence?" And she asked it, she's Jamaican, so she asked it like a Jamaican. For Americans, the question is, are you not afraid of turbulence? So, no, I'm not. And actually, I just flew with someone yesterday. Not someone, but I was commuting back from home, Jamaica, to come back to work today. And I sat next to a lady and her daughter, and they asked me like if I'm not scared, like if I don't get afraid or whatever. And I'm like, no. I guess the reason for that is because we can tell the difference between certain turbulence. So little light shakes or whatever, it's like we know what to be afraid of. And even if I am afraid, I can't show that I'm afraid, because if I show that I'm afraid, how are you going to be comfortable? Like, how are you going to feel safe? You're not going to feel safe. So no, I'm not afraid of turbulence, mainly because I know what turbulence to be afraid of and what turbulence to not be afraid of. Now I haven't experienced the turbulence that I should be afraid of, and I hope that I won't experience it anytime soon. But, you know, when the time comes, I do hope to keep my calm the same way and, you know, help keep the customers calm, because that is what I was trained to do. Moving on, next question. The following questions are from the same person, at DJ Sanjay 876. First question is, what's the most exciting place you've flown to but didn't get to stay over? There's a few of those, and I don't even know if it's exciting, or maybe it's just the thought of me just wanting to stay there that excites me. I would say, Turks and Caicos. I've flown there like 4 times already, but we don't have layovers. Well, as the flight attendants we don't get to lay over there. The pilots do sometimes, but Turks and Caicos. Every time I go there, I'm just so like, the water, the beach just like draws me. I see it and I'm just like, why can't I stay? Like, I want to stay. Can I stay? Please. Can I be delayed here? Can I just, yeah, but hasn't happened. And I actually do want to make a trip there, because I do want to explore the island and the water. I love Everybody knows me knows that I love the beach, and a good beach at that. So, yes, for that question, the answer is Turks and Caicos. Next question from the same person is, would you consider being a pilot? Yes, I've actually thought about it, and I think a few years down the line, I would like to start, learning more and possibly doing pilot training. Not now. The next question is there any other airline you'd want to work with? Now, I love the airline that I work with, JetBlue. I rep for the B6 crew. If I were to make a change, yes, I would probably like to work for Emirates, mainly because I know that's a complete different, it's a huge difference from JetBlue on a whole. But otherwise, no. JetBlue is where my heart is, no matter what. Next question is, do you get bored of flying? No. Why? Because there's always something entertaining. Always. Whether it be the customers, or the customers, it's always exciting. So, no, I don't get bored of flying. I get bored of going to some places that's not fun, but no, I don't get bored of flying, or I haven't as yet. Moving on to the next question. How often are you in the air? Do you feel jet lagged often? I'm in the air. Okay, so on a good flying month, I'm in the air for maybe 4 times out of the week. I don't know if I've really experienced jet lag just yet. Maybe I have. I can't recall feeling jet lagged often. Well, I can't recall feeling jet lagged, so no, I don't get jet lagged often. Next question, bouncing off of that, is what are the hours like? Do you get to choose which flights you do? So I'm on this thing called reserve, which for those that aren't familiar, reserve is on call. I will go into details more in another vlog, but on call, so I technically don't know what I will be doing until the day of or the day before, if I should pref for something, pref as in pref bid for something and get that trip. Otherwise, if I'm on call, I can be on call at home or on call in the airport. Either way, while being on reserve, I won't know what I'm doing either that day, the hours that I'm on for, or the day before. So, but the hours are flexible. To answer that first part of the question, the hours are flexible, and I do get to choose my flights sometimes when I pick up on my days off, or if I get to awarded whatever I bid for the day before. Next question is, actually that was the final question from this person. Moving on to the next question from another flight attendant, but I'm gonna answer it anyways. What's your usual route? And I'm only answering this because I get asked this question a lot. So following up to what I said just now, I am actually still on reserve, so I don't really have a usual route at the moment. But my routes while being on reserve have consisted of me going to Buffalo, or Rochester, or Buffalo, Rochester, sometimes a Vermont, maybe a Raleigh. Once in a while I would get a West Coast. But for the most part, I bounce back and forth between New York, so upstate a lot, and I go there during the winter time, which is I don't want to be here in the winter. I don't even want to be in New York City, Brooklyn itself in the winter. Why would I want to go lay over here? But I don't have a usual route as of now. Sometimes I'll do some DRs or a Jamaica flight or whatnot, but that's rare. So no usual route at the moment. And my final question, I saved this question for last. Is it true that the captain of the plane can get with any stewardess he feels like? when I read this question is from at the Popo Man. I probably pronounced that wrong too, but yeah. And I know this person. When I read this question, I was like, no, it's not true. At least not this flight attendant. And this is how I answered this question then. No. Negative. Not a flight attendant here. No. I don't know about the rest of them, but the one here, no, I not true. Not in my world at least, or not in the world that I work in. That's it for the questions. If you guys have any other questions that you would like to ask and like me to answer, you can feel free to drop them in the comment, or you can send me a message, or send me a message on Instagram. Well, no, maybe not, because I barely check those. I should probably check those more. But drop a comment. Do a little like. Thumbs up. I need those thumbs up. And subscribe, please. Don't forget. I am going to try my best with another video soon. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.